because many of you have not been able to find the disinfectant that you needed at your local grocery. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make your own disinfectant. Keep watching. If we're just meeting, I'm Denise Jordan, and I teach traditional homemaking for today's woman. At least that's what I'm usually talking about on YouTube. But every now and then I have to step outside my homemaking role and get back into my community nursing role. And that's where we are today. The coronavirus has really posed quite a bit of a disruption in many of our lives. And one of the things that we're trying to do is to disinfect our homes, to sanitize our homes, to try to reduce the chances of us contracting the disease. And one of the ways you do that is by disinfecting the surfaces in your home that are commonly touched by your family members. So what do you need to prepare your own disinfectant? Well, you need bleach, you need water, and you need either a teaspoon or you need a 1/3 cup measure or a tablespoon. And this particular solution or recipe I did find on the CDC website. I will show you a picture of that in just a second, and I will also put the link below. But I wanted you to be able to make your own disinfectant should you not be able to find it locally. So what you need is a gallon, well, you need some bleach, you're going to need a quart of water, and then you're going to need a teaspoon. I'm only going to make 1 quart of disinfectant. So for 1 quart of disinfectant, you need 4 teaspoons of bleach. So I poured some bleach in this small bowl just so I have more control over the measuring. And I'm going to take 1, 2, 3, 4 teaspoons of bleach. Put it in the mason jar. Give it just a little bit of a stir or agitation. And now I've got a solution of disinfectant for my home. Now, keep in mind, the key word here is my home. This is for home use only. This is not industrial strength disinfectant. It is not for use in places where people stay overnight other than in your own home. If you need something for those purposes, then you're going to need a different kind of disinfectant. Now, what do we know? We do know that the coronavirus can stay alive on hard surfaces for several days. Plastics and aluminum and those kinds of things, we know it can live at least up to 72 hours, but on cardboard surfaces, just about 24 hours. So that's just something to think about. So what kind of surfaces might you use this on? Well, things like your kitchen counter, the handles in your bathroom, your doorknob, your refrigerator handles, all those places where people commonly touch in your home, those community areas of your home. If you need to clean something like your cell phone or something like that, I would dip a paper towel in and then just kind of wipe it off that way. When you use a disinfectant on hard surfaces like this, I would suggest putting it in a spray bottle, spraying it on, and you want to leave it in place for 10 minutes. So spray it on so that the surface is wet, and then leave it in place for 10 minutes and let it air dry. They found that this should be long enough to kill the coronavirus. Now keep in mind that you use this disinfectant on a surface after you have cleaned it. So you would want to wash down your counters, wash your refrigerator handles, your doorknobs, and those kinds of things first, because this is a disinfectant, it's not a cleaner. So clean the area first, then spray it down and let it sit for at least 10 minutes, let it air dry. Make sure you label your bottle, because since this is in a mason jar, we typically associate mason jars with products that are consumable. So make sure you label your bottle or your jar and put it up where children cannot reach it. And not just children, but put it up so that even adults won't accidentally grab it thinking it's something that it's not. So make sure you do put a label on the bottle or on the jar. And because you are using bleach and it can be somewhat toxic, make sure you're working in a well ventilated area, and you might want to use gloves as you're working with it. I hope you found this information useful. Like I said, I will link the CDC website below where I got this information. I'll also link a couple other websites that I think can prove useful to you as we work together as a nation to try to reduce the incidence of coronavirus in our country. If you like this video, you might want to come back and check out my coronavirus 7 tips on how to keep your family safe, and also my kitchen cleanup, where I did a deep cleaning of my kitchen and then I used various products to disinfect my kitchen. And just so you know, I've raised 3 children. I've managed a home for more than 45 years, and I am a nurse by profession. So if you want to learn more about making and keeping a home and a little bit about health and beauty, subscribe. I would love to have you as a member of the TNT community. In the meantime, this is Denise Jordan saying goodbye. I will see you next time. So I poured some bleach. Honey, can I not have Joe Madison on right now? Honey, I'll only be a minute.